Caleb Plant says to Canelo, there's a new sheriff in town and vows to show Canelo Alvarez payday something different. We're going to talk about that in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, I don't know how you found my video, but somehow, some way, you made it. Help others arrive at this same content by throwing a like on the video. It's a free and simple gesture, and you guys don't understand, it goes a long way. So please, reach one, teach one. If you're enjoying the content, subscribe, leave me a comment. All free, cost you nothing. And throw the likes on the video. Now, Caleb Plant, big fight. He's fighting against Canelo. Payday. You want payday. I know that. Alvarez. This is what he had to say. They're doing the Canelo, for the record. Canelo has a media day tomorrow. So make sure you guys check back on the channel and subscribe. And this is what Caleb Plant had to say. Quote, I can assure you I'm nobody to play with. And if Canelo feels he's got an easy fight on his hands, then he's got another thing coming. There's going to be a new sheriff in town. End quote. I think there's a lot of disrespect from fans regarding Canelo Alvarez facing Caleb Plant. Some people are making it sound like Caleb Plant has absolutely no shot. I don't see it that way. Now, I have never done a fight prediction. I don't know who I'm picking as of me recording this video, but I do know that Caleb Plant is being disrespected in this fight. He's grossly being disrespected. People are acting like this is an easy fight. But boxing is a beautiful sport once you eliminate the radical emotional responses. Canelo, he a good little fighter. I give it to Canelo. He a good little fighter. But people seem to have this affinity for Canelo that causes them to act in the most outlandish of ways, where people are making it like Canelo's never been in a tough fight. Canelo arguably shouldn't have more losses than just the Floyd Mayweather loss. And when it comes to all that, I don't see that. I think Canelo has had a pretty guided path on the zone, you know? And what I mean by guided path is Canelo seemed to be the boss. He seemed to be the one pulling all the strings in the deal with the zone. Not Golden Boy, not Oscar De La Hoya. I do believe he makes a strong case, right? Not none of them, not DAZN. DAZN doesn't seem to know what they were doing. And at first, when it came to Canelo Alvarez, they was making it rain, and they was the ones that was out here, rack it up. And they were just making it rain, and Canelo was getting all the money and these types of things. And the deal was really a one-way street. I didn't really see how DAZN was in the position to win with their business model, because Canelo, yeah, his career is what it is. He's fought the names he fought, but I am a strong proponent of the belief, listen to what I'm saying, that Canelo Alvarez, if you look at all of his DAZN fights, none of them, and I mean none of them, can contend with his top 3 fights with Showtime and or HBO. That is a fact. You look at his fight with, I could pull it all up. His fight with Kovalev. They did less than 10 million in terms of gross revenue. And his fight with Billy Joe Saunders did even less. And the reason I'm talking about the business and the financials is because it matters, because this is proving my point that it was a one-way street for DAZN, and Canelo was just doing what would work for him. Now he's in there with someone who's bigger than him, who can box, who can move, a style that is giving him problems, yet and still you see so many people disrespecting Caleb Plant, and it's crazy to me. And you guys don't have to take my word for it. You tell me who Canelo has fought on DAZN that didn't get battered. Okay, let's say Danny Jacobs. Guess what? That's an American style who had a very slow start in that fight, and yet he didn't get bodied. He held a good account of himself, namely in the second half of that fight. Some of the other, Canelo then went on this European Turkish tour and he was whooping all the dudes. Like the Billy Joe Saunders cracked his eye. Yildirim was no match. Caleb Smith lost every second of every round and got his arms blown up by Canelo and punched and all types of stuff like that. Rocky Fielding, all these fights. The guy who didn't get knocked down, didn't get knocked out, was an American style. And he came and had a very slow start. People, to the point people were like, what is Jacobs doing? You know, why is he's not engaging really? And then in the back half, he started landing significant shots. Kovalev, I thought was doing pretty well outboxing him, but something looked wrong with Kovalev. To me, that fight, I don't care what no one says, that fight looked FAF. Something was up with that fight. But that's another video, another story. I've already talked about that. But in the end, Caleb Plant is being highly disrespected, because if Canelo thinks this is an easy fight, you got another thing coming. You don't have DAZN and Golden Boy feeding you the fights that you want. This is a fight that the fans have wanted, and it's for Undisputed. Caleb Plant knows everything he's up against. He knows that Canelo's a good fighter. He knows that it's for all the marbles. Caleb Plant, for example, Caleb Plant stays in shape. That's right then and there. That's something that a lot of the other Canelo fans can't say is the case. You know, Billy Joe Saunders for sure can't say it. I've seen him where he looked all doughy and fat and things like that. Guys like Kovalev, he drinks, and, you know, we heard all the rumors and things about that. Caleb Plant living a sober, like professional fighter life, right? So I think I agree with Caleb Plant. I think this is going to be a very difficult fight for Canelo Alvarez. I definitely think that Canelo can win it, but I also definitely think that Caleb Plant can win it. It's going to be a battle of will, strategy, who gets off, who gets frustrated, who stays the course. I think it's that type of fight. You know, we'll see ultimately November 6th. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely will be tapped in. You know, come back to my channel for more of my thoughts. This is Boxingego, the greatest in the business. We'll do the Boxingego watch party. But yeah, I think Caleb Plant has been completely disregarded. And the good thing is, when you set the bar so high for one person and the bar so low for another person, then guess what? They don't really have much that they need to even do. All they do is just show up, and they're supposed to show up and get beat up. So if, like Caleb Plant is saying, if that's what is expected and that's how low you guys have set the bar for Caleb Plant, then we'll see on fight night. So look forward to more videos from me regarding this fight. Again, it's a winnable fight for both. Guys like David Benavidez, he been out and stated his opinion. Him and his dad said they don't think Caleb Plant has any shot, pretty much, and that, you know, Canelo's on another level. Me, I'm just wondering where this is coming from. Yes, Canelo is good, but where is it him being another level? Where was the another level when he was getting outboxed by a washed Kovalev? Where is the another level when he was having problems with Triple G in 2 fights? Where is another level when he couldn't hurt, drop, stop Jacobs, what he's seemingly been able to do on all his other DAZN fights with Rocky Fielding and stuff? Styles make fights, people, and I think this fight will be a testament to that. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. You dig, I'm out. Subscribe to the channel. I'm the best.